So let me do the overview of what we're doing here this weekend before I start the bounty block. But I have an overlay I want to show too. Oh, show the overlay. The NUVO codes, we've had them all weekend. This is a brand new thing. It's experimental, okay? It's beta testing. You guys are the very first people to use it here inside Inverse during this convention. And what you see this weekend was just the preliminary version. So it can and will improve in the future in a lot of different ways, and that's very exciting. But for this first version, we have a NUVO badge claim. There is a link for that, and then you can... Bloody Zealous, I can't see links. Here, I'm going to VIP you, though. There you go. Now you can do links. Go do it again. Whatever it is. I trust you. Because you've been with us the whole time. We have a badge claim, and if you haven't done it yet, you can definitely do that. The link is bit.ly/ or no, it's not. It's tinyurl.com/n2nuvo badge. I'm sure Puzzle has a code, but it's like I always forget. Boom. So if you don't have your badge yet, you can click that link. That's going to open up their website, the NUVO website. It asks for your email. You put in your email. It sends you an email, and then that has a link for you to click, and that will show up your NUVO badge. Once you have that, then you need to find all these different codes all over the place in all these sponsor booths. Or I've just been sharing a lot of them, but they're in the sponsor booths. And also, because it can be a hassle to scan them with your mobile and do everything mobile, I wrote out the tiny URL under the QR. So you can type it into your browser too to get your points. So I'm going to go ahead and share one right now. We'll still do like AMA too, but let's just talk about this first real quick. So I'm going to share NUVO's code that we have here at their booth. And if you have your badge, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to do it and show you, then that should add 1 point to it. All right, there it is. That'd be tinyurl.com/nuvo6705. You like how I did that? I added 4 digits to the end. Now you can't guess it, but we can still have the branding in it and identify what they are. Yeah. All right. So if you do that and click that link, come on, populate. My chat might be broke. I'll just paste it over here. Then that's what I did. You typed them. Yeah, I figured people would rather type instead of logging into their mobile every time. Now it says success. Your NUVO badge RP has been updated. Visit my NUVO badge, and it'll show my badge with the points on it. All right. So like right here, and I've only done 17 of them. Other folks have more. We have a leaderboard. I'm going to look at it, but that's going to add points to it. This badge has a maximum of 100 points, but not all the links have been shared. So the maximum right now is more like 40, and then if you get your 2 10-pointers, that'll be more like 60. I think what I'm going to do is share all the rest of the links in kind of an easy-to-get place probably tomorrow. And all these codes will be active all week, too, so just stay tuned for that. I'm not going to hide them all out in different new places. You have to hunt through all of the current ones to do that. But stick around and you'll have something, maybe like at the end of the feedback form or something like that. We'll figure it out and I'll share the rest of them. And then you're going to upgrade badges as you reach milestones. So when you reach, actually it's 23 points. When you reach 23, you're going to go to level 2 and your badge art will change a little bit and it'll say level 2. And then on up, 43 points will get you to the next level, and then 63, then 83. And so there's 5 levels total. Any way to find the ones we missed? I don't think so. Other than to keep clicking them. I know that could be tedious. But there's no real way to do it. Like if it told you what links there were, you wouldn't see the tiny URLs. You'd see the original links. So I don't know. But maybe there'd be some ways in the future to tally what you've done and what you haven't. I don't know. So for now, you just have to try things out. But some of y'all have really went out there and did it and got a whole bunch. But then for utility, what we're doing is going to airdrop you Wax NFTs after it's over. So next week, after it's all over, or maybe a week after, we'll tally everything up and send you Wax NFT badges based on your levels. So if you have level 5, you're going to get all 5 levels of the badge. You'll have 5 badges on Wax. If you made it to level 3, you'll get 3. And then those ones will have the future utility and conventions. So that's pretty cool. And we have a leaderboard. It is bit.ly/NFTOPIA2, or no, it's not. It's N2 NUVO leaderboard. And that means we have 131 people that got their badge, which is very cool. And we got Ranman up in 58. I'm test man, so I do not count. That's me just trying them all out when I first got them. Ranman at 58, you managed to really get up there. That is incredible. Bloody Zealous right below. So either you're missing 2 or there could be. So some people have said that their points weren't attributing even though they clicked it, but then later on it updated. So it could be something like that too. I don't know. But it's all preliminary, and like there couldn't be bugs and stuff, and we'll report them and they'll work on them and we'll get better. Somehow my sponsor supporter badge leveled up to level 2. Is that correct? Well, yeah, if you have that many points, where are you at? Yeah, I think you're over 23 points, right? That would mean that, yeah, you should actually be at level 3. Is that what you said? You're at level 3, Tissues, with 46. That's crazy. That's awesome. There's a lot of people here in the 40s. Hey, Crypt right here. We just talked about him. He's in the 40 too. He went around and scanned. So that is awesome. That's a very general overview. A lot of time spent hunting around for them. Yeah. Well, you don't get number 1 without doing that. So they're calling them RP, reputation points, which I kind of dig. It's like a different kind of name than just saying points, and it makes sense. You guys, the bots aren't doing this. You guys are, and you can't buy these. You don't buy points. They're actions. You have to go and actually do these things, and therefore you are human by doing them. And when they get up there, those are reputation points. And I understand that link sharing can be a thing that can be manipulated. I don't think that has been a problem this weekend. But like whenever it comes Wax NFT time, I'm going to still be looking at if anything went amiss as far as that goes. I don't think anything has so far. But and then in the future, when we improve more, like there can be different things to help and improve and get better. Eventually, we want to connect with Inverse, so you wouldn't even be needing links. You'd be just doing some actions like walking into a booth, things like that, or whatever else. Anybody got questions on that? But Miss Lena is here. She's from NUVO, and she's able to answer anything. Did you want to add anything to that? Because I just explained how we're doing it here, but we did have the AMA yesterday with the founder Karya, and she like told the backstory of how she thought of NUVO solving a problem, which was like a fun story. Like that, it was like, oh my god, like it was those blatant bad security issues at an airport or wherever it was, and they were taking photos of passports and like sending that in personal phones to verify security. And it's like, wait, what? So NUVO is meant to be like a proof of membership. It doesn't have to be just a virtual convention like this. It can be many, many things to use NFTs as proof of membership for many things. And that's a cool thing. They got a lot of stuff in the future. You want to add some more to that, Lena?
Yeah, totally. So, so NUVO badges and reputation points and this is kind of our MVP right now. We're a startup that just started like 2021 or 2022. And we eventually, our overarching philosophy is to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, bringing more adoption to the whole Web 3 space, blockchain technology. So so NUVO badges eventually, like in the long run, will just be like one of the products. We aim to have like an ecosystem of all-encompassing like digital passport that bridges the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. So we'll be looking at like DID solutions later on, and also SSI. All of that will come in the future too. But we're prioritizing like refining this product right now. I also wanted to add that we are coming out with a ticketing system for events, kind of like what's that ticketing system? Kind of like, you know, Eventbrite, right? Ticketing system, but for like Web3. So that's
Oh,
coming out in
okay.
July timeframe. And like, you know, say if your event is free, you can use this. Or if you do like a paid event, we will also have our ticketing system ready to support that. So that's something new that's coming up for sure in like June, July timeframe of this year. Yeah,
Okay. So like using ticketing for events using those
yeah,
badges, which is
yeah.
similar to what we're doing here, but like real life events too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Real life events. And also it's a separate system where like if you happen to have paid events in the future for like VIP people or like whatever, then or you know, whatever, then you can also use this. So it's kind of cool, you know. Um I mean it's kind of like NUVO badges, but it's an actual ticket now, you know, so it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody got questions or suggestions too? Suggestions of what we could do in the future with reputation points and badges, like actions and ways to make it more smooth. I know we already got a suggestion, some kind of way to know what you already scanned and what you've yet to go, other than just hunting away and not knowing what else there is. I'm not sure how that can be done yet, but it's something that could be looked into. And
Yeah,
all,
okay. I will take note of that. And that's a good point, actually. Should have kind of like a checklist where if you do
right.
like,
Well, the thing is, you guys are giving me like these long links that are just random characters, and then I made the tiny URLs. So we are able to like we know from the tiny URLs where they are because I put the name in them. But as far as the system goes, you'd have to like implement that somehow. You'd have to give them a name or something like that. It could, but that could be a thing in the future or something to where you can identify the links, and then at that point, the NUVO account could tell you what you scanned and what you didn't. Because otherwise, right now, it would just show you, hey, you got these links that you don't know, you won't know what it means.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll think about it. Yeah, we can talk later on to brainstorm too about it.
Cool. And anything else you guys want? That's awesome. All right. Well, let's take a quick minute to shout because we only have 13 minutes until the end of the puzzle game on Consumer Break. And if you solve that puzzle game, you will get a link for 10 points to add to your badge. And that's the only way to get that one because this is our partnership, all right? And it is free to play, and it doesn't matter how well you score. So if you get in here and solve it, you will get 10 points just like that. And it might just level you up to get another badge. ConsumerBreak.com is where you can get the app if you're not familiar. And then right here, NUVO at NFTOPIA, it says we got 17 minutes. Oh, so it's not on the half hour. Okay, so you have a little more time. And then you'll just get in here and solve the puzzle. So I showed this 2 hours ago, but let's do it again. You can, and then like Puzzled says there's also Goo Balls themed where you can earn wax. So that's something you can do too. You get some free wax. But for this one, you tap the right half to rotate this piece clockwise, tap left to go the other way, drag the pieces in the spot. It's a very smooth, intuitive jigsaw puzzle. It's what it is. The piece shapes are randomized, so they're going to be different every time. You have to kind of memorize the image to do well. But again, you don't have to do well on this. All you have to do is solve it. So if you can manage to get that far, like this, then you'll get on the leaderboard. I'm going to have your emails from that, and then I'm going to mass email you your point or your code for your 10 points. That's how that's going to work. So like it says here, earn points and upgrade badges. Everyone that solves this puzzle will earn RP points added to, well, not 2 badges. We did start with 2. It was way too much. It ended up being too much for me to handle, so we have 1 badge. But you'll get 10 points for that. All right? And I guess that's going to be in 17 minutes. Here we got the leaderboard. Boom! And it looks like 117 people are going to be getting that link. 117 people will be getting that link unless you solve it in the next 17 minutes. 16 minutes. All right? So if you want to get in there and do that, And then also we have the other 10 pointer, which is on the blend right here, which is our legendary Magic Scepter blend that we had just did 2 hours ago. Here's the link for it. Boom. And then if you blend all your potions, then you can get that. And then once you have it, open up Atomic Hub and go into your your inventory inside Atomic Hub. You have to look at it inside your own wallet, and when you hold it, and then you'll see a code for 10 points inside there. Scepter of Awesomeness, the Magic Scepter. Question with NUVO, was that the reason for picking Inverse instead of another metaverse? No. The reason we're with Inverse is because of Digicon. Have you gone to Digicon before? That's what this convention used to be. And it was by Splinterlands, and they did it every 2 months for 2 years. Their last one was in, first timer, okay. So it's been going for the past 2 years, but not by us. It was by Splinterlands, and they also didn't have like these events. They didn't have any of these events with live streams. It was more of like a hangout type thing. But they stopped doing that in November, and me and Waffles Kitty just took the helm. We didn't want to stop. Waffles Kitty was the organizer of those two, Digicon, but she got laid off by Splinterlands. She used to work for them to do that. And then she got laid off, and me and her and some other Wax community folk put together this and that. But that's the reason. We're already connected with Inverse. They're also helping us a bit to do this. Maybe in the future there could be other metaverses, but this is like what we're doing now. NUVO reached out. I believe you're the one that reached out, but you found us and you thought it'd be a good fit. So we've just been talking this year only, in the past couple months only, and started toying around with it, and that's how we got here.
Yeah, it's been really great. We did some test runs during Hype, and we're going to continue to evolve. And thank you so much for all the feedback and
Yeah, and it takes people to do that because we can only test so much. So even the Hype train alone was some beginning testing, and we got feedback from that and reports. But then here at this convention, 100 some odd people trying it out. That's how you get a product better. If it's only me testing, or if it's only a few of us testing, then you don't catch a lot of the bugs. So the fact that you guys are doing it, and if you have feedback, you let us know. And if you have issues or bugs, you let us know. That helps us fix things and improve things, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Bloody Zealous says he can test and break things for you. Well, there you go. Awesome. I'm gonna load up a grubfish. We have time here. We can do some more giveaways. Do you want to add some more, Lena?
I'm good for now. I think we spoke a lot. I mean, you talked about the product a lot, and Maria also spoke about the product about NUVO yesterday a lot. So, yeah, I just wanted to add that we have a ticketing function or feature coming up for sure in June, July timeframe, and that's going to hopefully help a lot of events. Because it's been like a request of some clients to have this feature, so we're like super excited to roll it out. Yeah.
And they'll be back. We'll keep using this. I don't know how, I think we'll definitely be changing and improving every convention in some way, some fashion. Every 3 months, we'll just find out. But we're going to use this every time. So at the end of July, we'll do this again, whether it's the same with just a bunch of links or other ways, maybe multiple badges if I have time to put it together by then. And then eventually Inverse will partner it up. They're starting to work on it, and there may be some more integration that way. The ticketing is going to be really good too, says Bloody Zealous. Android iOS app in the future?
Oh yeah. So I also wanted to thank you for mentioning that, because in our next product iteration rollout, which is also June, July timeframe, it's going to be mobile friendly. So we're going to have like a UI that's for mobile for the users.
Awesome. So, well, because right now you can use mobile. That's how you're scanning, right? But is it just not that mobile friendly?
Yeah, the whole UI is going to change. I mean, like I said, we've been revamping our product and trying to roll out our next iteration in June, July, and basically the whole UI flow is gonna look, it's gonna look a lot different, from what
Okay.
you see right
Okay. So
now. I
great.
mean,
So the whole thing it'll work different and it'll look different. What you're seeing is a very like a first iteration. So
yeah, yeah,
awesome.
and then like I've seen some screenshots of the mobile, and it's very much like a game where there's like quests. It's cool. I mean, it'll look totally different from what you guys are seeing right now. So
Mm-hmm.
super excited
Awesome.
about
Yeah,
that.
that is exciting. We're looking forward to that. So 3 months from now, we'll certainly test it out. So you think by that point you'll have like a totally new interface by the end of July?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole like flow is going to be different, and you as like a project owner can actually go into your account and start like doing a lot of the stuff. Like start just how I'm working with you to set up the badges and the quest and the RP, right? You can
Uh huh.
actually go in and do that yourself after after the next iteration comes out, because it'll just be much more
Nice.
like self-explanatory.
Uh
It'll
huh.
just flow better and you'll like understand it better.
Well, that
Um,
is awesome. Yeah. Which hasn't been bad to work with it, not at all. But I'm just saying, for us and any other sponsor that's going to be using them, having their own dashboard to just go in there and do their own thing and test things out is amazing. So I'll certainly be doing that when that comes. Uh, Mocha Twitcher and the NFTOPIA 3 hype train begins. You got that right. Get hype. Anywhere, any place where we can see all the new badges that come out on the platform, or is this exclusive to NFTopia? Good question, because you can see, yes. Tell us the website. Where can we find like all the other badges?
I think you have to go into your user profile, right?
Okay, so
So
it's just
you as a
there.
user, you log into your account and you'll see all the badge. You should see all the badge that you have collected.
Okay, so yeah, if I go to view my, well, he's asking about other ones, but yeah, I've seen other ones. So if you go to NUVO ID, like not ones that you have, then you
No, I
can.
think you go to NUVO Me.
Uh,
Go to NUVO Me. That's the user portal, and you should see like the other badge if you have collected the other badges. But I think you guys only have Utopia right
Right,
now,
but
right?
I've seen leaderboards from the other badges that exist though. That's not just here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Well, it's all kind of new.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing the one that they did for East Denver.
Waffles Kitty's
It's
here.
really
What
cool.
up? Oh, there's some more stuff. There you go. You hit explore. Hey, that makes sense. Explore Nuvo badges. That makes sense. So here, look, NFTopia 2 is right here. We're right at near the top. 133 owners. But then here's some other different things. If you scroll down, Master of Me. Oh, a lot of these have. Oh, this one, Active Monk X, 103 owners. So there's definitely been some around. You guys were at ETH Denver, but you told us last week at AMA when we had Ian on, ETH Denver had no internet that worked good. Like what?
Yeah, the
Uh,
Wi-Fi was an issue.
the
So
Wi-Fi, so that it would be a heck of a good like idea at a real life convention to use QR codes. That makes more sense than here because you're on the go. And if
yeah,
you,
yeah, no, it worked well when it worked.
mm-hmm,
Like we were only able to get like 100 people, which is like frustrating because the whole event was like a week long, and there were like 20 or 30,000 people. So we only were able to get 100 scanned. But anybody who like scanned it and went through the process, which is the same thing what you just did, scan this. But in real life, it's cool. Like it's like they're like, oh, okay, this is cool. So it was like good for the 100 some people who scanned it, but we couldn't get anyone else because of the Wi-Fi issue.
yeah,
So
yeah. And that's too bad because I think it would work in a real life place nice if that wasn't the issue. But here we are
yeah,
on the metaverse and it's just all virtual. That way, because of that, we're not really using the QR codes much. We're just like putting them in our browser, but that's working well too.
yeah.
Boom Shankar, where we can claim those other different badges. Where are they placed? Well, probably at different events, right? You had to just be part of those events.
Yeah, I think so. The Monk X one, for example, they're one of my clients that I'm working with to, help them do this badging system. And you have to kind of like join their Discord and look at like talk to them and see how you can earn a badge. I think it's for like That's just like a participation badge for like meme contests, because I think they run meme contests, and if you like participate, you'll get some points or something like that. So that's like an example.
Nice. There's some major bug issues currently trying to get in. Oh, because of the, you mean trying to get in here? Yeah, that happens. Thanks for trying there, Canvas. Bloody Zealous at events. The host in real life events, in his opinion, should pop up for mesh, but that's between the convention centers and hosts. Yeah. Yeah, it's up to the sponsor what they want to do, but this is cool. You've already started, and you got us. We're here. You're going to be at NFTOPIA every time. We're here. We're going to be experimenting on our end of things, the metaverse convention side of things, and seeing how that goes. The user profile is me.nuvosphere.io. It's there in the chat. That'll get your. That's where you can log in. Hey, let's talk a little bit about that. The account. So basically, these NUVO accounts. Whenever you put in your email and you're claiming your badge, it's oh, real quick, clearing my browser history helped a ton. I didn't know that can help with speed. Jeez, that might help me with speed. Wax Connect, please. Yeah, we're working on that with Inverse. Well, you too, NUVO. They mentioned also it could be a thing in the future. But whenever it does the email, see, this is actually an NFT. It's on a different chain. It's not Wax. It's non-transferable. There's no market, but it is still an NFT in your NUVO account. So that's a wallet that you have. So if you use like a Discord login, like that's what I did, you can create an account on Discord, but you're actually creating a new crypto wallet. So it's going to give you your key phrase. If you're not familiar with like MetaMask, it's going to give you a phrase of words that you need to keep forever, and that's your key. So that's how you access your wallet. Or you can log in with MetaMask on NUVO as well to create an account. And then, or the email version is a way for them to streamline it and make it easy for new people. So they're actually holding the keys for you, and then they require you to just log into email with a link for security to log in every time. And that's the reason you have to do it a lot every time. If you're like, if you've been non-active for a while, you're gonna have to log in again.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, sorry. Yeah. So the just another note about the whole login process. That whole process is going to be refined too with the new iteration that's coming out in like June, July timeframe. So, yeah, the whole thing's from beginning to is just going to be different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got 3 minutes left on the puzzle game. So if you want to get in on that for 10 points for this badge, potentially level up and get a new WAXNFT badge, go to ConsumerBreak, go to this game, solve the puzzle. You got 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes. Bloody Zealous, but you used the email, right? Or how did you log in? If you're using the email, you don't get the phrase. Yeah, okay. So basically, they're holding your key phrase, and it's just a way for you to log in an email. Are you allowing people to have their own key phrase using email, or do you have to log in with like Discord or one of the others?
So right now, this process to make it easy for people, to make it easy for partners to utilize our product right now, we're just doing the option of us holding your key phrase for the email option. Mm-hmm. But like I said, all of this is going to change. This is kind of like a special login process that we like did only for ETH Denver, and we're kind of like spinning it up for you guys to make it like really easy for you to.
No, that's really good that you did, because Wax doesn't have those, and people that aren't familiar, it helps me explain and get new people on faster. So the fact that you at least made it possible to just do an email link, I think was good. That's a good idea. But like she's saying, it can be different in the future. And if you do log in with Discord, that'll give it to you. Or you can just log in with a MetaMask. If you already have a MetaMask, you can just log in with that too, and it's already there.
Yeah, and I think with later on, since this is a special process, like later on when the new iteration comes out, even with the email login, you will go through like a key phrase thing where you like get your key phrase, and then you have to like copy it, just like just like that. But this is like an ultra easy, like simplified way to like log in and just like, get some badges. So
If when the other options become available, he's asking, so I can burn that number and keep the badges and RPs when the other options available. You'd still keep your account though, right? Even if you offer them their own keys. But if you create a new account, I don't think you can't transfer the badges. No, they're non-transferable, right?
We're working on linking accounts now, but if you, just don't create like a new account or like sign in with a different option. But we're working on that. I put in a request to basically to be able to like link accounts. So we're working on that.
Okay.
And the NFTs are so the NUVO badges are not necessarily like NFTs. They're more like soulbound tokens, if that makes sense, like non-transferable. And
what
so
chain is it
more
on?
like so it's on Andromeda on Meta's chain, which is our layer 2 that we are deployed on. Andromeda, and then it's like for the user, it doesn't really, you guys won't see Andromeda. It's seamless.
Yeah, right. It is on blockchain, so I guess Andromeda on Meta, I guess something different we're not too familiar with, but it doesn't matter on the user end. It's all inside the account. It's set up to look like an account, and it's just badges and points in there. But they are NFTs on blockchain though. Because this is Web3.
Soulbound tokens.
Soulbound tokens. In Wax we call them non-transferable. But yeah, same thing. It means you can't trade it, you can't send it, you can't buy it, sell it. It just stays in your account. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like your achievements, your credentials, and so it makes sense that you can't really sell it. Like, why would you want to sell? You know what I mean? For now, like there might be use cases in the future where we can we allow that, but for right now, it's non-transferable and non-sellable. So.
Yeah, awesome. We got 30 seconds on the puzzle. I guess 118 it is, huh? The rest of you just won't get that 10-pointer. Oh, and it's gone. And it's gone. Instead of like doing that right now and probably seeing emails on screen, I'm gonna do that the next hour. So the next hour we. Wherever we're going, I think we're going to finally raid somewhere. What a long stream it's been, y'all. We're going to go to Novo Pangea next. That'll be fun. So the next hour when they're streaming is when I'm going to download the emails from the puzzle game, and I'll email everybody your 10-point link, and then you'll have it. Another 10 for you. That's right. You start working your way to that hundo. But even with the 2 10-pointers, you're still not going to be at a hundo. So stay tuned tomorrow. Be in our Discord at NFTOPIA Discord, and I'll announce like where the rest of the points are and stuff that I haven't shared yet. I think I'm just going to make them all. They are still all 1 point, so you still have to click them all. We created them when we weren't sure how many sponsors there were yet and what we would do yet and blah, blah, blah. So... but I'll say where they are, and you'll be able to get them all. Hopefully, some people will have all 100. All right. Need to make sure that the puzzle game email matches your NUVO. No. When you click the link, that's taking you to NUVO, and then that's where you're logging into NUVO. So if you're already logged in, it's going to use that account. If you're not logged in at NUVO, it's going to ask for your email there to get the link. So whatever you have in ConsumerBreak, that just means that's where I'm sending your code. That's all. Which you can edit in your app, by the way. Let's bring that up right quick. Anybody new to ConsumerBreak, if you go into your menu right here, not only can you edit your email up at the top, edit your username and your email, but also right here where it says wallets, I want you to put your WAXNFT there. The top one is for PayPal. I haven't done PayPal in a while, but we do a lot of wax. So I can't send you prizes of wax if you're solving puzzles and your wax ain't in there. So you're not getting them if it's not there. But if you put your wax there, it saves it for good, and you're there, and that's it. There's no login. There's no wax login. It's just an input. It goes into my list when I'm downloading the leaderboards, and then I send out the prizes that way. Using Bounty Block, baby. Shouts. There's the NFTOPIA Discord there. Oh, thank you, Puzzle. So anybody that's not in it, go in it and keep up. keep up to date. I'll let you know tomorrow where all the rest of the codes are. Um,
I have a question for
yeah,
you,
go for it.
Jimmy. So you mentioned something that this is NUVO is a platform that helps integrate or bring onboarding people from Web 2 to Web 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like seeing around the stuff that ConsumerBreak here is doing and everything. But what other examples do you have, or how other ways that around that idea of the onboarding people from Web 2 to Web 3? Do you know?
Oh yeah, so right now we're doing events and obviously it works well with virtual events, but like Web 2 events or conferences is like a great way to bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 because like we're kind of like we're kind of like blending the two realities, right? Like
Especially
Web3.
when it's set up the way you said, where it's like the account doesn't have anything blockchain in it. Like you don't, if you explain it the way like I'm explaining it, you don't have to know at all that it is blockchain. So that way, at real life conventions, you can. It's just like it's just an account with a badge and points. So
Yeah. And our like goal is to make it super seamless that people don't even know that it's like a blockchain technology. Like it's all in the background. And so like anybody without knowing like anything about wallets or like blockchain technology can use this and see that it's like, not hard to use. So that's also another one of our goals. Another example, another like use case that we're trying to, get into are like education spaces. So for example, like college classes or like, boot camp or like just education, even like blockchain education courses online. We can actually use NUVO badge as like credentialing badges or like, certification badges for like taking courses and stuff like that. And even like in real life meetups or in real life class education classes, we can also do that.
awesome.
Okay. All right, great. So I think it's also like it can be applied maybe on social media for like non-Web 3 users to start like collecting points, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
once we were able like that brings the like the foundation for, hey, you collected, I don't know, so many points, you get some NFT or some other stuff in another platform, right?
Yeah. So we are coming out with, another thing we're coming out with in our next iteration is we're trying to do automation. Like obviously what we're doing right now is considered pretty like manual. I mean, the badges are airdropped, but it's still kind of a manual process where it's not very integrated. So that's what we're trying to do as well with like automation and integration in our next iteration. Of course, like that goes without saying, like Twitter activity or like social media activity should be like automized so that we can just like reward badges or points for like, Twitter activities. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well,
Cool.
thank you
Yeah.
for that
Thank,
information.
and thank you for
Yeah.
asking, Nomadan, for sure. Hey, I
Thank
forgot
you.
about the bounty block. I was too busy talking, but hey, it's right there. You got 10 minutes. You can join to get a common pin if you want to do that. Sweet. Uh, let's look at our leaderboard again. Let's see if Randman got his, or maybe you already did earlier with your 10-pointer. Oh yeah, you did. You're 58. So cool. And you'll get your other 10-pointer here next hour. So there you go. But once again, this blend right here, the legendary, which blends all 20 magic potions. The drop link is right here. We're gonna keep pushing it. All right. So if anyone hasn't done it and you want to do it, you're welcome to. It does cost some wax. It's 2 wax each, but you're supporting all these amazing collections. And if you blend it all, you'll get the legendary Magic Scepter, which is only here at NFTOPIA 2. The blend will be live for this week only. After that, it's only on the market. And then if you hold that, the way that works, you go to Atomic Hub, the unlockable content. The way that works, go to Atomic Hub, you go to boom up here. You got to go to my inventory. You got to look at it inside your own wallet, okay? And then the NFTs that you have inside your own wallet. Look, we got all these prizes. Oh, this is the swag wallet. Cool. Love it. And you click on that in your own wallet, then scroll down, you're going to see an unlockable attribute right here that's only viewable for you as the owner of the NFT. This is an Atomic Hub feature, which is really cool. And in that spot there's actually two of them. One of them is your 10-point NUVO code, your tiny URL link. You can just go ahead and do it. And then your other one is a password to get the Magic Scepter right here inside the space. So thanks to y'all for doing that, because we see some people holding the scepter, showing it off. That means you got it. So thank you. Keep doing that the rest of the day. Be proud of it. In January, it was the same thing, but it was the wizard, the puzzle wizard. So that's what my skin is. And that's what we had in January, which was awesome. Recommend to all, please blend and unlock this amazing legendary. Fantastic. Thank you for saying that. Hey, and while we're looking at or talking about that, and we still have some minutes to go, let's look at the NFT. All right, this is Magic Scepter, and I made it last night after streaming. I made it between streaming and sleeping by recording our party room last night. We had a dance party. I recorded a little snippet and made an NFT out of it. And then Monster Vision, who does some hip hop music, I went and has a booth here, and we had the AMA event as well on Friday. Went to his YouTube channel, saw some really cool content, grabbed his latest song, asked him, and there you go. So his credit is down here as well in the attributes, and that right. It ought to be in there. I hope I didn't mint the wrong template. Freaking did. How did I do that? Well, I missed his credit. I'm just now realizing that. Dang it. I can't go back now. I'll let him know. But that's Monster Vision. Let's listen to the song that's on there real quick.
Fist up. Life's a question or a riddle to figure out. A path we're on often leads to break the constructs that we lean on as a Padawan. We deign to face the frameworks of the paradigm, shifts the pallets down. We arise to leave the levees lest we pine to leave the blinders on. Fist up. Life's a question.
So yeah, I added some pizzazz there to it to make it a little more trippy. Yeah. Super tired last night trying to do it. Can't hear in game. Well, it was on my Twitch. You can't hear it inside the space. No, you're right. Sorry, it was only on the Twitch. You can listen to it in your own inventory. But it looks like I messed up though. Dang it. Can't go back now. They're minted. But like I made a template last night or this morning that I missed his credit, and then I made another one. So I have a graveyard version here, and I made one with the template. And look at that. I made the blend using the wrong template. But this one has the credit right there. I'm gonna have to just tell him that, and that's too bad. But you got your NFTs, and they're there. And so you know, that was Monster Vision that's doing the song on there, and that's awesome. We got about 10 minutes to go. We got 5 minutes for the bounty block to end, so that's the one you want to do. Do quick. Yeah. You can. Okay. You guys were just sitting in silence. Whoops. Yeah, but you can listen to it on your own NFT though. Go ahead and join the bounty block. I'm going to pull that in 5 minutes. If anybody here still had any more questions about NUVO or feedback or ideas for the future, ways we can use it, some ideas we had with connecting inverse is like some of the stats. So a really easy one would be to enter the booth, and you'll see the point, just boop, there it goes. Or enter the event. So basically, if we can sync it up to entering a booth at a specific time, that would be pretty cool right there. They're going to have to just work with that, but those are some ideas. So like, if that was the case, enter the NUVO booth during this hour, which is our event. That means only the people in here that made it in here will get their point. And boop, and it'll just go onto their badge without any kind of scanning. And that goes for just the booth too. So, but we do want you to look at slides. So we'll see how it can be done in the future. But I think it's a good idea to put those codes on slides to make you guys look through them. Which, yes, it does literally make you do the work to do that. But for the sponsors, like, think about it. These are, first off, they're all amazing creators that we should be celebrating. But for two, they spent a lot of effort making their slides, and some of them are very, very good too. I've looked at them. And this is a way to just kind of scroll. You don't have to be into it. You don't got to buy nothing. Scroll through, see it, the cool work they put into their slides, and then boom, there's your link. You can hit it. So there's a lot. And then also like the emojis and things like the achievement badges we're already doing. That could be integrated. And who knows? Solve riddles? Who knows? I don't know yet. We just have to plan it out. And we haven't had that much planning time in this. We basically just tested some links during the hype streams, and then between that and now I've just been too booked on other things, so this is what we came up with. But there's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah.
Ren, man, I've looked through so many slides this weekend. I appreciate you he's the number one on the leaderboard. There you go. He's got this 58, killing it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think the sticking the codes in the slides is a really good idea. I actually scanned some, and it's just like it really forces you to, it does force you to look through the slides. So that's good.
And just to make it easy for you guys, I just thought of it while I was making them, but I put the tiny URL actually on there that you can type. That way, it's not linked, so you do still have to look at slides, but if you don't want to use your phone and try to scan and do the linking, the emailing every time, because that's what it's doing on mobile. You have to do the email thing every time. But you can type it into your browser and boom, there you go. So that's how that works. Could it go theater mode as a presentation with the VR peeps here? Oh, we could do stuff like that in the future. I don't think VR is prevalent enough, and I don't know if it's even, it could already be possible here in Inverse. I don't know if it is or not, but some really did a good job on presentations. Okay, Trappier agrees. Well, that's awesome. Love to hear that. And maybe you even learned or got interested in some of them too, if you didn't know about them. Of course, we had our AMAs that really did some deep dives, but maybe you looked through some slides that you weren't too familiar with and you thought would be cool, and you checked them out and you clicked their links. A lot of them also have giveaway forms and stuff like that, because we know wax creators love giveaways, giving stuff away. So that's what this is all about. We're celebrating creators in the space community all getting together, going live. Breakman needs recognition for all this streaming. Oh, I can't believe I've talked since 9 a.m. and it's 4 p.m. now. I haven't even stopped, y'all. I took a couple bathroom breaks. I took a few bites of McDonald's here, and this is on day 3. I had 4 hours of sleep last night, 14-hour stream yesterday. Friday night was 4 hours, 14-hour stream before that, and then Thursday night was 1 hour of sleep. So I'm pretty tired, but the energy is here because of you guys. So the energy is here because everyone is liking and being a part of it and saying that you're liking what we're putting on. This is the reason we're doing it, and so there you go. We thoroughly appreciate you and want to continue doing it. Now, in the future, there's definitely going to be 3-day marathons like this every convention. I'm probably going to continue streaming most of them, but it is open to other streamers. So you're going to see here in the next several hours, we're going to go from Novo Pangea to, let's see, it's Novo Pangea, and then it's Made on Stream, and then we got Neon Space, then Goo Balls. All of those are different Twitch channels, and we're going to raid from one to the other for each of them. And that's how we do. The Twitch will raid, and we're just going to let them host their thing. I'm going to still be here in the booth speaking. We love you, Break. Thank you. Hopefully you haven't gotten tired of me speaking. You got one host to host for a whole weekend here. But whenever these other streams happen, we just raid them and let them do it. So maybe in the future there'll be more of that too. If the booths have their own Twitch, then they're doing it. Or other wax streamers, if they want to be in it and be a part of it. Online End did that. He streamed the NFT Hive event, so things like that. So maybe, this time next year, we could see just a whole string of a whole bunch of different Twitch streams. Which would be incredible. Cool. That'd be so cool.
idea.
And the Twitch has the raid option, so anybody that, you know, hasn't been watching Twitch a lot, like whenever we end our streams, we always raid, we literally raid somewhere. That means I'm picking a channel and it's sending everybody to that channel all in one go. And it tells that Twitch that they're getting raided. Everybody gets in there. It's a really, really awesome feature of Twitch. And that's where the idea came about back in November at the last DigiCon. We're like, let's schedule all these events back to back so we have somewhere to go to. And then, yeah, let's live stream it all. And if we change the Twitch, all you got to do is hit the raid button and boom, it sends you over there. And it's just a train. So you guys watching the Twitches, you can just like stick around and boop, get booted from one to the next to the next. It's the hype train. And that's what it's all about. The hype train. No, it's not about the train. It's about having all the events and the exhibitors and everything and AMA events. Learning. A lot of people learned a lot of stuff during these events and asked questions and got maybe, not maybe, definitely some new fans of different places and maybe even won some things that you didn't know about. You're checking out their stuff. They're going to Discords. This is all amazing, amazing stuff for the collections. And that's why we're doing it. Of course, I've been doing that type of promo for over a year, not in the convention, but through ConsumerBreak and the Twitch. I've been interviewing a different wax project every week and stuff like that. So this is right. It's right on brand for me. This is just me doing more of that in a more broad sense and building my own brand. So getting those ConsumerBreak players and my own collectors is also part of it. So I appreciate everybody. Will the booths have YouTube integration? Good question. We can bring that up to Inverse. We can bring that up to them. Currently, they're uploading a video into their booth, but the reason you're not seeing too many is because it only lets you choose one or the other with a small booth. Here at NUVO, you can see both, so you can actually click on the right. There's a whole nother panel there. You can click that one and see their video, which is neat, right? On the small booth, you have to choose. So like a lot of booths just chose the one. But I see what you're saying, and it could be cool to link a YouTube to be able to just whoop. But I don't know how that would go with lag. But yeah. Waffles Kitty, I wish I didn't have a weak immune system, and singing for the first night was close to blowing my voice. Oh my God, I'm sorry for that. But yeah, thank you for doing it.
It was so fun though.
We did karaoke Friday night. That was really fun and unplanned. I wasn't sure who would do it, so that was awesome. We got 3 people to do it at the party room, and we literally had some karaoke. They screen shared their karaoke music. It was playing in my ears, and they sang it, and then we just, hey, it's dance party. It was awesome. Tonight, and then last night, nobody got up there to karaoke. Nomadan was about to, and his loading stopped, but we still had a lot of fun doing a dance party. Tonight, we'll not be at the party room. Tonight, we'll be at the fishing pond. That's how we're going to end it. And we'll just be hanging out as a finale hangout. That's kind of become a staple in the past, in the January event and also the DigiCon at November. I thought it was cool. And then we can all sit there for the last part of the day fishing and working up our fish numbers, which can hopefully get you a badge, an achievement badge. So there you go. Also, to let you all know, the whole space is open 24/7. Anyone is welcome to come in here at any time. Usually there's no people here when there's no events, but you can. And if you're a creator and you want to make some kind of event inside the space outside of the convention time, let us know and we can set something up. And then as far as the activities for this weekend, they're also going to continue at least through Monday. Okay, so like all the scavenger hunt and different things. The magic potions, they're going to end tomorrow night. So you have a whole full day still to do that. And then the NUVO codes, they're going to last all week because I know it's still a lot to do. So they're going to last all week. If you want to come back and like do some more scanning and work your badges up, you'll still be able to do that. And I won't send those wax badges until that's completely done. That also goes for the swag bounty block. So in the swag booth, there is the link for that. I haven't been sharing it because that's what the booth is for. Go over there and find it. Go over there and get it. And just enter that. It's a bounty block that has a wazoo of prizes on it, and there's more to come too. I haven't updated it, so there's going to be even more prizes, and that's going to last a week, and we'll draw winners at that time. All right, so we're almost on the hour now. Let me, I know this bounty block was only up for 20 minutes, but it was there, and whoever entered it is about to be drawn. The next hour is going to be at Novo Pangea. And whenever we get there, I'm going to raid. And I'm going to go get some water. Woo! I need some water.
Yay, water!
And I'll finish my McD's, which is just chilling here. I've just been talking and not eating it, but we'll be watching Novo, and that'll be fun. They have some cool stuff planned, and they do giveaways too. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, the winner of the common pin from the bounty block is Rexinator. Congratulations! Of course, the way to enter all these bounty blocks was to follow some socials, but if you hold pins, you're getting extra entries. So I think that is helping some folks get a lot of extra wins on these bounty blocks, because if you hold an epic or a rare pin, it's getting you some extra entries. That is a utility that we added. That's the minimum utility we're able to do right off the bat, but there can be more stuff too in the future. For example, also the pins, you can access the collector's badges, the rare and the epic one, that are also in the drops right now. If you wanted to grab those and you had pins, you can get them. Some people have asked, how do you get the pins? Well, you have to win them only, but there's a whole bunch of rare pins on the market. So if you did want to get the rares and the epics, they're on the market from last time, and there's a whole bunch out there. So you can buy some rares from there, and if you blend 3 rares, you'll get your epic that way. And that's in the Nifty Blocks blends. Rexinator, yeah, you won the common pin. Well done. All right, so with that, I'm going to shut up. With that, it was a really fun hour. Thank you all for listening in and asking questions about NUVO and getting hyped for the next convention. That's amazing. We're going to go to Blockchain Gaming Hall for Novo Pangea. Let's go ahead and teleport to Blockchain Gaming Hall and say
wait.
hello to
Wait.
them.
Can I say something? Yeah. I just want to say like couple more things.
Go for it.
Yeah, super excited for the future, working with NFTOPIA, and excited to bring like, the next iteration of our product with more features. Super like hyped to integrate, have more integration with Inverse and Wax and all of that. Hopefully that's in the books. I also just want to say that Karia mentioned yesterday that we are hiring for a head of marketing and a head of business development person. So if anyone has any suggestions or recommendations, please let me know. And also last thing is, so our product is free to use right now, free to integrate right now, and we are trying to partner up with as many projects we can support. So if you guys know of any projects that NUVO could support or would be good to work with NUVO, please also let me know.
Okay.
My email is lena.w@nuvosphere.com.
Sweet. Can you put that in the chat real quick? The Inverse chat?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the email here in the Twitch too. If anybody's interested potentially in working for NUVO in the future, could be, or know somebody. What kind of positions? Like
head of marketing. So
marketing.
Someone to drive like marketing and socials and all of that for us.
Okay,
and,
so if you're good at marketing, potentially they could, maybe you'll interview there. If you're interested, email Lena. And then also if you have suggestions for any kind of sponsors that could put on their own badge, let her know that too, and then maybe they can hook that up. I don't see your email yet.
That's my Telegram actually. Just text me on Telegram. It's the easiest. That's my Telegram handle. So anyone has anything can just or even suggestions for NUVO can.
I'm not seeing it in the Twitch chat. Or did you put it in the Telegram?
Oh, I put it in the other. I'm not streaming Twitch right now.
No, I mean in Inverse on the bottom left you can see a chat there.
Yeah, no, it is in. I did type it in the.
Oh, it's not showing up for me. Just put it in in our Telegram message if you can right now.
Telegram message, okay.
Where we've been, yeah. Just so I can paste the email, and I guess maybe my chat's broke, huh? All right. Let's see. Let me just try to put it in here. All right.
All right, great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. So right here in the Twitch chat is her Telegram right there, at Wang _Lena. Okay. So if anyone's interested, plop that into another place and get with her later, or get with us in the future. Get with me, and then I'll connect you to her. Okay. So with that, we need to head over to Novo Pangea. So let's do that. Teleport to Blockchain Gaming Hall. They are on live stream already. From the comments, it seems like they're working on some audio problems. So that works then. That we're a little late. Here we go. Let's head over there.
Great, thank you.
Thank you all very much for tuning in. Awesome.